Alright, so super late on the update, but here it is, the Duramax build. I had to pop the hood, try to go over most of the stuff we did. Of course, grill, emblem, probably end up getting another emblem, not really feeling it, but it is what it is there. Lights, tow mirrors, what else did we do? We ended up doing door speakers. So I ended up doing the door speakers. Still might come back and fix this. Had to do the center console. It was all ripped up. End up doing the doubled in. Let's see if I can cut some of this on. So we end up doing that. Had to do the dash skin. It was all cracked up. Subs. Like I said, they sound good. It's kind of a mid, but it kind of gets the job done. It'll keep me awake on the long trips back from the racetrack. There is a power converter up under here. I love it. Wireless charger there. I love the power converter. I'm able to run all my stuff off of it. Still got to do 10 on the front windows to match the back. I did have to replace that. Those handles do break. I had to get tires. I had 2 blowouts in 20 minutes once I hooked up to the trailer. So I had to end up putting tires on it. Just put some ATs. Like I said, hooked up to the gooseneck. I had to post some of that. You see my ball still greased. End up doing tail lights. And I do have the, it goes right here. The backup camera. I still had to do the backup camera. On it, but did do the tail lights. Let's see if you can see the exhaust here. Oh, man. You can kind of see it there. It drops out right there. Might kick it up just a little bit. Still a little bit getting on my tire there. But yeah, starts at 4 and then it goes to 5-inch, but they call it full 5-inch exhaust. So yeah, man, that's the most of it. Full, delete, and tune on it. We'll pop it. Let you see up under. I guess I did like most of the piping and stuff. Up pipe, down pipe. I end up doing that stuff, fabbing that stuff myself. And for my calculations, it took me some time, but I saved some money. So what do we have? Banks. There's a lot of banks on here. I forgot about the stuff up under. So banks, it comes black, so don't start to look for the red. Just a lot of hard work put into that. Sanding, priming, painting. The up pipe, I ended up building that because, and that's where I had to add on, and I didn't feel like repainting it. I think like the WC fab, like it came up over the alternator, so I built my own pipe to go behind it and back down. Same thing on the charge pipe. Sanded, prime painted, sanded, prime painted. Bought a aftermarket coupler just so it would all match. Like I said, I might treat myself for my birthday and end up getting that. Let's see if we can slide up under here so I can show you, I guess, absolutely everything. I do like this transmission pan. It is running cooler. So, did do the banks with the air. Of course, transmission filter. Of course, I went ahead and swapped the fuel filter. And I will show you back here. I'm not sure if you saw it when I showed the exhaust, but I also have the banks rear cover that scoops the air. So a lot of upgrades, man. A lot of bank stuff on here. Just looking at the videos and understanding the research, a lot of this stuff just made sense. Really good products. Sounds amazing when you crank it up, when you're changing the tunes. It sounds amazing. I'll do another video where it's just like strictly crank up, stock setting, 2, and I don't really think it changes tones after 2, but I like the first setting, like, which is the stock setting. You can really hear the turbo like whistle a lot. So that's it. That is the Duramax build. I pulled with it, and I did a gooseneck, my race car, and a side-by-side. I will say I'm not particularly thrilled with the fuel mileage. I'm not, I didn't do a hand calculator. I was kind of going off of what the the dash said. So I might, you know, pull with it again and do a hand calculator, actually fill it up and see exactly how many gallons to the mile, so it's more accurate compared to what the dash is telling me. I know sometimes it can get a little thrown off with tire size not being exactly stock. So it might be better than what it said. I want to say it was like 10.5-ish, somewhere around that ballpark. Right now, driving it around, it is 18. I want to say like 18.5. Driving it around in the city, I saw where some people said they could get 20 and some change on the highway. So I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's impossible to get 20 on the highway. Because like I said, driving around in the city, I'm getting 18.5. Pulling the trailer was like 10.5, and then I also, what was that? The gooseneck by itself was probably like 12.5. Pulling the gooseneck by itself was 12.5, and then loaded with a car and a side by side ended up being 10.5. Of course, with some hills. I did go through quite a few hills doing that, but and like I said, that's what the dash read. That's not what I calculated. So I make sure I calculate, because that was the main reason for me doing the delete and tune, was for fuel mileage, not so much for the sound or for the power. It was strictly for fuel mileage. Going from a newer gas burner that was getting 16 miles to the gallon, pulling an open car trailer, which is really, really good, to be on 87, putting 87 gas into it and getting 16 miles to the gallon, pulling an open car trailer is really, really good. So would like to at least get 16 out of this one. So we're gonna see, not this weekend right here, but next weekend, gonna be loaded up to go to Streetcar Takeover in Atlanta, and gonna see what it does, man. Looking forward to it.